Hey, it's Dan. Welcome back. You're watching iAllegedly, and I've got a very good one for you today because I am in Los Angeles at the Grove today, which is one of the premier shopping districts here in Southern California. It's absolutely beautiful, and it's also not very crowded today too. So, got a lot to cover. It's going to cover a lot about the national news, a lot about the fears of the debt ceiling not being settled, and with that, there's a lot to talk about. Please, before I get into it, please take a second to hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. Share this with all your friends and colleagues. If you've ever been here, this place is absolutely beautiful. Most of it's open right now again, right behind the fountain. Always gets a lot of people out here. So let's get into it. Now, one of the most pressing issues in our economy right now is the debt ceiling and having the debt ceiling raised right now. Now think about this. If you if you could just raise your credit lines and need more money on the credit card, that's what's happening right now with the debt ceiling. If it's not approved, the United States government will not be able to pay its debt obligations. And the problem with this is that there's treasury bonds. And these bonds, they may not be able to pay. So bond yields are going down. They're really not worried about this, but we should be concerned about this because there's a $3.5 trillion infrastructure bill, and we're going to walk through. There are some remodels out here. There are some closures out here, but overall this place is beautiful. One thing that's nice is they've got this trolley car that runs throughout the area when it's open. We'll see if it's open today or not. But got one big remodel going on here right now, one big closure next to Nordstrom's. The movie theater is open again, which is really nice. It's really beautiful. So, you know, this place, I mean, if you've never been here, it's worth the effort to come down if you're within a drive. You know, you've got open bars that are available. You've got all the different coffee places that are open. Just a really cool place to shop and walk, and we've got a ton of parking too that I'm sure is going to cost me a fortune, but worth definitely checking out. This is funny. Robinhood has announced a new college tour where they want to get kids and high school graduates into the stock market. So, I mean, guys, this is crazy. They're starting to push more and more to get younger people involved with investing. And, you know, this is what got them in trouble in the first place. They still may get banned by the SEC. So it's going to be interesting to see if this is a good idea or not, or if this plan will even work. And again, what do you guys think? You think that Robinhood should be recruiting 18-year-old kids to invest? I know they're of age, I know they're legal, but this is what they're doing. They're doing a college tour now to get people involved with the investment community. So share your thoughts. I really want to know what you guys think about this. CNBC had a great article where they just interviewed 150 business owners that they considered wealthy. They had over $2 million in sales and over $5 million in assets. And 66% of them said the last year and a half since the pandemic started, it has made them realize that they want out. They want to retire, they want to sell, they want to get rid of this. It's absolutely awesome. From everything from ice cream to sushi to Mexican food to Brazilian to barbecue, even the House of Jerky. It's all here, guys. It's all here. Tons of places to eat at. The Brazilian place has got a nice line. Oh, and then you got the farmer's market with the fresh fruit in the end. That's nice. And then you got all the candy and all the candied apples and all that stuff. So, really nice. Best thing about this, guys, there's no one here today. Absolutely no one here today. So, I mean, I've never, and all the times I've been here, seen it this light before. Got a meat market, a little bit of everything out here. One thing that we cannot get away from lately is all the billionaires that are investing in space. We have a new one, brand new one today, guys, and that is Steve Wozniak. The Apple co-founder is now invested and starting a new space company. Okay, guys, from where I'm standing, outside of this place, within a mile, there are homeless tents. There are kids that will go hungry tonight, and these idiots, these billionaires, are worried about space, okay? So Steve Wozniak, who I'm a huge fan of, other than the fact that he's gonna teach a lot of people about type 2 diabetes, he is a brilliant guy. His new company, Privateer, is utterly ridiculous. We're not one person, we're not one company, we're not one nation, we're one planet, okay? The company is going to specialize in space junk and making sure that space is safe. Now, guys, of all the things on the planet Earth to be worried about, there's other things to be worried about. But again, you can learn so much from Steve Wozniak. The brains, the man that invented that computer teamed up with the greatest marketer and a brilliant mind in Steve Jobs, and those two people together created Apple Computer. Now, Business 101, I have seen this done so many times in the medical space where you have people that are absolutely brilliant and they're not the sharpest salesperson. So they get a guy or gal who can promote, pitch, sell, and with that raise money. And that's exactly how I've seen so many people raise millions of dollars. And Steve Wozniak benefited from hooking up with Steve Jobs. So that being said, what do you guys think about these guys that have to do this space race? I do not understand this. For the life of me, I don't understand this at all. So, Privateer, guys. Isn't that exciting? Space junk. Again, of all the things I worry about in the world, and that's the last one. It just is. So share your thoughts. I really want to know what you guys think about this. And, you know, again, another billionaire in space. To stay on the space theme, one thing that's interesting that happened was that NASA awarded a bunch of contracts to different companies for its new lunar lander project. And Blue Origin, the Jeff Bezos company, they were hoping for $6 billion in contracts. $6 billion. They got 26 million instead. SpaceX, they got a contract, and NASA awarded $146 million in contracts to different companies, and Uncle Jeff was kind of shut out, to say the least. So anyways, I'm floored that all these guys are in the space game. Oh, and by the way, here's the BMW dealership. It's kind of nice. They got the Mini inside there. So the place is nice, guys. It's, you know, there's a lot to see, a lot of parking. The umami burger, but fun, nice to walk around, beautiful, really quiet though, this time of year. Well, it's not all perfect. Here you've got a huge space that's vacant. They say that the Williams-Sonoma is going to move in here. We will see. It says fall of 2021, which brings up rental assistance. The Treasury Department today just announced another $13 billion worth of rental assistance. And again, guys, this doesn't do anything for anybody if it's not getting to people to pay their rent in time. They're talking about giving this to Houston, New Orleans, and Texas to get their rent paid. Again, people are having a real difficult time. There's another vacant spot right here. Okay. And this is bad because, you know, only as of today, 12% of the rental assistance money was given out. So these people are facing eviction, and it's horrible. Tampa police just reported, now that evictions are going on in Tampa, that they got hundreds and hundreds of phone calls in the first couple of days for problems with the evictions, which people don't want to leave. The police are getting involved. I mean, it's a real mess. So you're going to see so many people kicked out on the street, and it's absolutely tragic. And again, the Treasury Department issues $13 billion more to municipalities. Who's not giving it to people? So that being said, guys, the money doesn't do any good if it's not getting to the right people, and the bills aren't getting paid, and the landlords are not getting their money. So share your thoughts on this, guys. I really want to know what you think. I'm going to continue on this subject just for one more topic, and that is Slate Magazine did a great article on you can't stop evictions if people don't get the rental assistance. Since December of 2020, there's been $46.5 billion in rental assistance money, plus the $13 billion from today. So that's almost, you guys, when you add it all up, that's almost $60 billion with the rental assistance, but the money's not being distributed. 12% of that money's been distributed, and it's not stopping evictions. People are getting kicked out of their homes right now. People cannot afford, they haven't worked, they cannot afford to make these payments. Now, again, either you feel for them, you don't, I understand, but it is maddening that these government programs are out there and people are not getting access to it. So it's an absolute travesty, and you know, the article from Slate Magazine is great. Take a look at it, share your thoughts on this again. But again, you know, a lot of these people were the victim of circumstance and didn't pay their rent. The landlords have suffered tremendously during this time because, you know, they have ongoing expenses. And the landlords at this point are just furious. So they're kicking people out left and right. And again, share your thoughts. I want to know what you guys think about this.
Sydney's parents are in town, so I don't
Lately, we've talked a lot about food on this channel, and there is a new program through Taco Bell where you can get a taco every day through the app. It's called the Taco Lovers Deal. Between $5 and $10 a month. They're testing this in Arizona. If it's successful, they're going to add it to the nationwide menu through the app. Between $5 and $10 a month, you can get a taco a day from the entire menu. Now, this includes everything: the soft tacos, the crunchy tacos, Taco Supreme, the potato taco, the Doritos taco. You can get that Doritos taco if you'd like that. But again, would you guys buy this? Would you buy a taco a day? Now, if you were a college student, you live near a taco place, Taco Bell, I think it'd be a great deal. So, kind of curious, does this interest you? Burger King had a coffee club that was $5 a month, and you can get unlimited coffee through their app. They since stopped that. So, does this interest you? Okay, I wonder how successful it's going to be. It's going to be very interesting to see how this plays out. But again, have you guys ever thought about trying one of these things? So, share your thoughts. Really want to know what you guys think. So I walk through the farmer's market. And there's Chinese food too. Now, to stick with the food theme, there's a brand new restaurant opening in Boston. Dunkin Donuts has opened the first digital-only location. Nobody taking your order. It's all done by kiosk or in advance through the app. And it's a digital location. No cash is accepted. It's all done online and through the app. And in advance, you can show up and order through the kiosk if you want. But again, no need for employees, no interaction with a human being. And you're going to see more and more and more of this. Now, one thing that was presented to me was that there's going to be a book shortage. Okay, who knew? They anticipate, with all the problems with the supply chain, that between now and Christmas, there's going to be a book shortage. One thing that's fascinating is that I walk through the Barnes & Noble, sure doesn't look like a book shortage to me. So really want your input on this. Have you guys seen or heard about this? Again, if you are a person that writes books and you want to give out books for the holidays, sign them and give them out as gifts, you're supposed to order them now. Who knew? So again, as I walk through this beautiful Barnes & Noble in Los Angeles, sure does look like they have everything. So fascinating. Who doesn't love a good book? I'm always fascinated by people that come up with a need when they need to make money, solves a problem and solves their problem. Stephen Campbell developed an app called Tiny Acquisitions, and you can sell weekend projects, things you developed, for up to $5,000 for absolutely free. So again, it's called Tiny Acquisitions, and it's an app where web developers and people like that can go out and sell their services and different things that they developed for up to $5,000 with no fees. Check it out, it's kind of interesting. But again, guy solved his own problem because he tried to start selling things that he couldn't sustain. He developed apps, he developed different programs, and realized that he just couldn't afford to keep them going. So he developed this program. It's now the #3 app on different services, and it's moving very quickly, and it's been very successful. So share your thoughts. If you guys ever used anything like this, if you ever developed anything like this, really curious about that. The cost of purchasing online has gone up dramatically over the last 15 months. And that's attributed to all the different supply problems, shipping, everything. The average person used to spend $1 in every $6 online. Now they spend $1 in $5 online. But they're seeing increases for the 15th consecutive month. They're seeing prices go up. Shipping is also shooting up right now. You're seeing more and more people have to pay for shipping because the Postal Service is raising rates. And that being said, it's making prices go up all around. So have you guys noticed this? What do you guys think? You know, inflation has hit the online marketplace just as hard as everything else. Does that affect you guys? You know, do you buy less? Do you think about things? Do you search more to purchase things? Really want to know what you guys think about this. The Grove is a pretty impressive shopping district. It just was not that busy today. There really weren't that many people out there. I don't know if it's the time of the year, what it was, but really was kind of quiet. Well, it was just announced that there were hundreds of thousands of more first-time unemployment claims filed, and we're supposed to believe that everything is just perfect and that our unemployment is under 7%, which is ridiculous. Now, I'm going to end this with this final story, and that is from Chevrolet. Their Bolt EV, their Bolt electric vehicle, they just made an announcement on that you should not park this car within 50 feet of another vehicle for the threat of fire. Okay, they just recalled 140,000 of these vehicles. It's going to cost in excess of $1.8 billion for these faulty batteries that are catching fire. These cars, guys, are absolutely worthless. They're worth nothing right now. To own a vehicle that you can't park in a garage, think about that. To park in the street, keep it 50 feet away from other vehicles, is insanity. The battery company, LG Chem, it'll be interesting to see if they don't file bankruptcy on this, but they are responsible for all the faulty batteries. So, do you guys own one of these vehicles? Do you know anybody that owns one of these vehicles? It's absolutely outrageous to think that that you cannot park it near another vehicle. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to hit the like button, share this video with all your friends and colleagues. Please join our email list. And again, if you want more access to me, you've got the Patreon channel that you can sign up for. And if you want free stock or you want to trade cryptos, try the free Webull offer where you can get a free account and they'll give you a free stock just for signing up. If you make a deposit, they give you another free stock. Onward and upward, guys. I will see you very soon.